How are you? Good, good. I'm doing okay too, yes. Okay. So, you're here today for an allergy test, right? Okay. You haven't been here before? No? Okay. So what we're doing here today is I'm going to ask you some questions about what you've been experiencing with your skin. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It says here that you've been having a rash. Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions about your diet and anything you might have used recently that's different or new to your routine. We're going to go through that. I'm going to look at your skin and we'll go from there. Okay? Okay. So first we're just going to take down some basic information, okay? So your first and last name. Okay. And your birth date. The year. Great. And contact number. And an email address. And then just an emergency contact. Okay. And what is your relationship? Okay. Now, have you had any kind of allergic reaction from the past, or do you know of anything you are allergic to, like you've been diagnosed being allergic to it from a doctor? Okay. And is that a severe allergy? Do you have an EpiPen? No? Okay, so it's more of a sensitivity or light allergy. Okay. Now, have you been experiencing any difficulty breathing, any swelling of your mouth, your tongue, your lips? No? Okay, that's good. So that is telling me that you're not having a severe allergic reaction. We probably won't have to prescribe you an EpiPen, but you're having symptoms of skin allergies, skin rashes. Okay. Now, skin allergies can be due to, things like lotions, cleansers, things like that, but it can also be due to just contact dermatitis from a certain type of fabric. It can be from even eating certain kinds of food. It can be from a bug bite and things like that as well. So we're going to go through a list of different things that it may be, okay? So, when at first did you notice this reaction? Okay, so you made the appointment pretty quickly. Good, good. I'm always happy to see that the sooner you come in when you have an allergic reaction, the sooner we can diagnose you and the more fresh the rash is, and I can really inspect it and see what's going on. Some people wait for it to go away before they come in, and then I have no way of knowing anything of what it looked like. Yeah. Oh, you took pictures? Great, great. You can actually send them over to our office email address. Do you have that? Okay, great. So if you send that over, then it'll be in your virtual chart. Okay, great. That will just be something for us to look back on in the future, and I can look at it again later. Okay, thank you so much. Go ahead and do that. I'll give you a second. Okay. So you said it was about 3 days ago that you first noticed the rash. Did you notice, do you know what caused it? Do you have any suspected things that may have caused it? No? Okay. Did you spend any amount of time outdoors that day before or the day that you noticed the rash? Okay. Okay. Now, have you eaten anything new recently? Anything that's not normally in your diet? This would be within the 24 hours before you notice the rash. No? Okay. What about anything new like lotions, hairsprays, makeup, even new detergent for your clothes, hand soap? Yeah? Okay. Okay, by chance, do you know what the name of that soap is? Okay. And that is fragranced. Okay. So that could be something that we're dealing with here. What is the fragrance, do you know? Lavender? Yeah. See, even if that isn't what is actually causing your rash, lavender, although it is meant to be very soothing and calming, it is more for the senses. You know, when you smell it, it can be calming, but when you use any fragrance, even natural fragrance on your skin, whether that's in a soap or a lotion, it can be very irritating to the skin. It can be sensitizing. It can cause an allergic reaction. So that could be what we're dealing with here. Have you used anything with lavender in it before? Okay. Okay. Okay, so where is the rash? Okay, on your arms. Okay. Okay. And now, is this itching, or is it just red and inflamed? It was itching. Okay. And has that stopped? Oh, you did. Okay, you used hydrocortisone. Okay, and that worked then. Okay. Now, have you taken anything over the counter like Benadryl? No. Okay. But the hydrocortisone cream, have you been applying it every few hours, every 6-8 hours, to keep the itching at bay, or you used it once and it stopped? Or twice a day? Okay. See, that's what I would recommend for it anyway. So do you think this is as red as it was the first day you noticed, or it has gone down a bit? A little bit. Okay. Now it does look to me like you have some hives. So it is definitely an allergic reaction. I can just see that. I am glad that you started using the hydrocortisone cream, because we don't want you itching. Using your nails to itch something like this will only irritate it further. It can spread a reaction around. It can cause scarring and other issues. So I am glad you used the hydrocortisone cream. I would continue to use that until it does go away. Okay, so this is on your upper arms. When you wash your hands, do you go up to your wrists? Do you think that might be? Okay, can I see in? Okay. So it is just on your wrists. I'm gonna take a guess here, because I'm not 100% sure. It's very hard to diagnose this without doing a full allergy test across your back or up and down your arms. But you said that you didn't want to do that today, right? Okay. So my guess is going to be that it is the soap you're using, and that when you're washing your hands, you're going like this, right? And you rinse your hands off, but some soap is gathering in your wrist area, and the water isn't rinsing that off, so it's just sitting on your skin, causing that reaction. So first thing I would do is get rid of that soap. Maybe put it in a guest bathroom, something like that, if you have one. And yeah, like I said, definitely stop using that soap. I would switch to a very gentle, non-fragranced, unscented soap. Even bar soap might be a good choice. Anything like that will be a much better option for you. It'll help calm the skin. I would consistently keep using the hydrocortisone until the redness and inflammation and itching stop. At night when you use the hydrocortisone, I would top it off with something like CeraVe healing ointment, something that will really hold it in and kind of create a sealing around the hydrocortisone so it can really absorb overnight. Do you have those products? Okay, great. So that is what I would recommend for that. Is there anything else that you came here today to discuss? As you know, I'm not just an allergist, I'm a dermatologist, so we can discuss your skin and any other issues you may be having, any moles that you may have noticed, any acne, anything like that. Ingrown hair. Okay, and that's on your thigh. Okay. I honestly, it doesn't look that bad. I would say to start using hydrocortisone cream on that actually. That should reduce the inflammation and calm it down a bit. And then you should see the hair come out. You can pluck it gently out, which is what I would recommend once it's been calmed. And then continue using the hydrocortisone cream until it is no longer there. Do you find that you get ingrown hairs a lot and you shave? Okay. Do you mind if I ask what kind of razor you use? Oh, okay. So what I would recommend is actually switching from a normal 5-blade razor to a safety razor. It is a bit of an adjustment, but it is going to help immensely with ingrown hairs. It is much more affordable than your normal razors that you have to buy cartridges for as well. You can find them on Amazon. It is essentially the same as a razor, but there is one blade in it, and you can use both sides of the blade. And I know that, you see in the ads and things for razors nowadays, the more blades the better, but actually that irritates the skin more. Now you have 5 or 6 blades going over one area, and it's just not necessary. I know those are nice because they kind of have swivel heads, but a safety razor, like I said, will take some getting used to, but because you're only using one sharp blade, it gives you a much closer shave, and you're a lot less likely to have ingrown hairs and excess irritation. So I would recommend switching to one. I can write one down for you and give it to you at when you check out today, okay? I did want to also mention that the safety razor of itself is only about $20, and then the refills you can get about 100 blades for maybe $10. So it's a very good bargain. And you just want to change out those blades as regularly as often, every 5 to 7 times you shave. And like I said, you do want to be very careful. Safety razors are more likely to cut you because they are so sharp. So you do want to be careful. You can use very limited pressure. There are some great YouTube videos online about how to use them, getting started with them and everything like that. I do want you also to know to exfoliate before shaving, even if you don't switch to a safety razor. That'll give you the closest shave and reduce irritation. So you can use a body scrub. I would recommend something more on the lines of an exfoliating mitt, glove, sponge. I find that to be a lot more gentle, and it tends to not have fragrance. So you can use your normal shower gel or soap and exfoliate with a sponge or something like that, and then go in with the shaving, because shaving, although it is exfoliating, if you don't exfoliate first, it can cause a lot of nicks and irritations, razor bumps, and of course ingrown. Okay? Okay, great. Let me see if I had any other questions for you. Now, I do want you to call me in about a week and let me know how your rash is doing and how the ingrown is doing, okay? Let me know if they're gone and they've healed up, or if they've gotten worse, because an ingrown hair can get infected if you fuss with it. Try to pull the hair out on your own before it is calmed down, okay? Okay, so if I don't hear from you in a week, I will call you, okay? And then, is there anything else you wanted to discuss while you're here today? Okay, I can do a quick exam of your face. Let me just use some hand sanitizer. Okay, so before I get started, what is your concern with your face? Dryness. Okay, and big pores. Okay. I don't see any acne on your skin, which is great. You must love that. So I'm just gonna touch your face if that's okay with you. Okay. I do see some dryness around the hairline and a bit around the perimeter of the face. And then you said you had bigger pores. They're not really that big. I know they can look that big when you get up close in a magnetizing mirror, but they're really not, too big. If they were, you would probably have more oily skin. I know I do see a few little blackheads around your nose. We can extract those today if you'd like, or I can actually send you off with an extraction tools yourself, and you can do it at home. You'd rather do that? Okay, I can give you some tips on that in a moment. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I would say for the pores, I would go for a exfoliating toner, so that it can really absorb into the skin. I will recommend one. As for the dryness, what is your routine like, if you don't mind me asking? Your skincare routine? What do you cleanse with, moisturize, all that stuff? Because I would love to, see if maybe the dryness is caused by that, or maybe there's something I can recommend you add to your routine that can help. So for cleanser, okay, that's great. It's very gentle. And then you use a serum. And you use that same one at night. Okay. Okay. And then for moisturizer. Okay. And you use a sunscreen during the day? Oh, okay. Okay, great. So what I would recommend is for your pores, there is a toner from Paula's Choice. It's called the Pore Normalizing Toner, I believe. I would recommend just adding a bit of that on a cotton pad and wiping it over just that area because you do have drier skin elsewhere. Just wiping it over the T-zone area morning and night after you cleanse, and that will help not shrink the pores but give them a smaller, more smooth appearance. Okay, and then as for your moisturizer, it sounds like the one you're using in the daytime is great. It has a high SPF in it, and I've used that before, and the ingredients are good. But for nighttime, I would recommend going in either in addition to your moisturizer or on its own is add an oil into your routine. I know that can sound scary, but oils can be very lightweight and really help. So you don't have to apply it all over the skin. So there's different ways you can do this. You can add a drop or two of oil to your moisturizer and pat it into the skin. You can apply your moisturizer and then the oil. But if you don't want to overdo it in certain areas, you can take the oil and just press it into the areas on the perimeter of your face where you find that you are more dry. I will send you home with a list of a couple different options at different price points, okay? And just so you know, all of the products I will be recommending today or sending you home with are all going to be cruelty-free and vegan, so you do not have to worry about that, okay? So let me write that list up of a couple of moisturizers. And then at the counter, my secretary will send you home with an extraction tool as well. If you give this paper to her, she'll hand you everything. So for the extraction, I do just want to let you know, make sure you're doing it the right way. We do actually have a how-to guide on our website. Do you have our website? You do? Okay, great. So just for some, simple tips. The extraction tool we are giving you is individually wrapped and sanitized, so try not to set it down or touch the tip of it when you remove it. Make sure before you even open it that your face is fully cleansed, no moisturizer, no products, anything like that. Now you're going to go in, you can use a magnifying mirror if you prefer, and you're going to very gently, without too much pressure, just scrape the side of the tool against where you have those blackheads, and you should see them erupt from the skin. In between each of those swipes where you pick something up, we will also give you a little pack of alcohol wipes so that you can wipe that down so you're not introducing bacteria to different areas of the face. Now, I do want to make sure you're not going to use this all over the face. This is just for where you have those blackheads and larger pores, so really for you, that's just right here, and that's it. You don't want to push too hard. You shouldn't be too red or inflamed afterward, okay? I would recommend using, after you're done with this, washing your face again and then going in with a toner. I know you won't have it when you go home tonight, but normally I would recommend using a toner and then going in with your skincare routine. Tonight I would recommend cleansing your skin with your cleanser you normally use, and then going in with your serum, because your serum actually would really help with calming that redness and everything from the ingredients in that, and then go in with your normal moisturizer, and by morning you should see a big difference. There should be no redness or irritation, okay? Okay, great. Do you have any other questions before we part ways? No? Okay, great. So I think today was very productive. We got a lot done. I'm glad I could answer a lot of your questions. I am going to rip off this paper so you can bring it up to the front desk, and they will give you any of the products I told you you'll be receiving today and a printed list of the products I would recommend online. We will also email you that list as well. You get that in a couple of hours, okay? That's just easier, okay? There we go. So you take that. Okay, great. That is it for today. So I'm so glad I got to see you. You look great. And I hope everything is gonna be going better with your rash and everything like that. If you do ever want to come back for a full allergy panel, you can always call, make an appointment, and then I will hear from you in a week about how things are doing. Okay, great. It was so great to see you. Okay, bye-bye.